Hello, people of YouTube, and welcome back. Don't mind me, I'm just tidying up. Prepared much, no? Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a bit of a pickles video. This has been a long time in the making, actually. Some of this stuff I've had like about a month or so. I'm not sure if I've even got all of it, but I needed to get it out of the way because it's been piling and piling. Plus, I've just had a parcel just come today, and I want to open it. And I thought it'd be quite a good thing to do on camera. However, I've got a feeling this is going to be two parts. It might be a two-parter. Really, a lot of stuff. So yeah, this is going to be mainly retro. There is some PAL stuff. However, it is quite heavily imports. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the PAL stuff first. Like I said, long time in the making this. So I think probably 6 to 8 weeks of stuff, maybe longer. I'm not too sure. But anyway, enough waffling. What have I got? So, as some of you might know, I'm selling quite a lot of stuff. And someone wanted some PlayStation 2 stuff off me. And in fact, it's not someone, it was the Beach Gamer. Can you remember him? Go to his channel and tell him to make some more videos. Anyway, Barry asked for a couple of PlayStation 2 games that I posted. And he was like, well, he's selling stuff as well. He's selling his Super Nintendo collection, and he's got some absolute belters in there. But I thought I would, well, we just did a bit of a trade and got some pretty good stuff, I must say. So first up, I got Earthworm Jim, the classic, for the Super Nintendo. Now, I would love this on the Super Famicom. However, this is about 30 odd quid game. And the Super Famicom one is like 200 quid. So it's a no-brainer to get the PAL version. I love it. This is the way I played it and enjoyed it the most. I had it on the Mega Drive. Comes with the baggie. Comes with the manual. There is a manual in there somewhere. I'm sure you've all seen it before. It's not like the best condition, but like a box protector will make that look flipping great. But yeah, love this game. I mean, if you don't know this game, then what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? So we'll put that up there. So next, from Barry, I got myself Earthworm Jim 2. This one's in a little bit better condition, still probably 7.5 maybe. Not like the greatest, but yeah, again, comes with the manual. And what can you say about Earthworm Jim that's not been said before? I find it hard knowing which one is my favourite game. I really do. I think overall this one does. It's got like a few more like sort of cutscene levels that kind of like break it up a little bit. But geez, it's been a while since I've gone through these. And last time I went through them, it was the Mega Drive version. This, however, did not get a Super Famicom release. It was only the first one. So for me, this is the reason why I've got this. Yeah, I trying to collect Super Famicom majority. However, if some, I still have like a lot of nostalgia with the PAL stuff, and if it only came out on PAL or in America as well, I will get the PAL release. So yeah, two fantastic releases, but the special one. Now I can't remember how I heard about this. I think I was searching for games by the developer, and quite surprised by this, that there was a Super Nintendo game I never heard of before, and it looks the cover's so insane. Big Sky, what's it called? Big Sky Trooper. So the developer in question that I was looking for was LucasArts. I can't remember how long ago. This was years and years ago. And I was like, what is this game? So basically this is based on the what's it called? Zombies Ate My Neighbor's engine, because obviously LucasArts developed that as well. However, it plays a little bit different. It's kind of got an overworld, and you've got kind of got like little missions to do, I believe. So it's not an RPG, I would say, but it sort of like has sort of RPG elements to it, I suppose. So it sort of like breaks it up a little bit different than the zombies sort of like world sort of is. So yeah, as a big fan of Zombies Ate My Neighbor, big fan of LucasArts, I've always wanted this, and when I saw that he had it, this was why I was like, yeah, definitely need a trade for this one. I don't think, and then you've got the manual sneaking behind there. I can't be bothered to pull it out. I'm sure you've seen a manual before, but yeah, like when he showed what you had, I was like, definitely want this. To be honest, I've been sort of like looking at this on his shelf for years. So glad that he's parted ways selfishly. Although it's a bit of a shame when collections get broken up. It really is. But I know he's doing it for the same reasons as me, and probably the same reasons why a lot of other people are doing it. And it's all positive vibes. So big thanks to this, Barry. Like I say, some epic games. I was going to trade a few more, but yeah, there wasn't anything that like grabbed me as much as that, other than ones that were like way out of my budget. Like some really good games. So if you are looking for some heavy hitter Super Nintendo games, let him know, or at least let me know, and I'll hopefully maybe pass his number on to you, and we can maybe get a trade together. So what we're doing next up. So that was all my PAL stuff. I'm afraid we have now got imports, and yeah, I've got some good stuff. I really have. So first up, we're not gonna go oldest to newest. We're just gonna go and show this next. I've wanted this for years. When I first saw it, I was like enthralled by it, but it was always like a bit out of my price range. Not that it was like really expensive or anything. It's just I had other things that I wanted to pay for, other games and stuff like that. But kind of have you wouldn't think it, but I have actually kind of put myself on a buying ban. I'm limiting myself to certain things, and because I've limited myself, it kind of gave me the opportunity just to buy this, and I'm so glad I did. And it is the Persona 4. Also, what's it called? Persona 4 Arena, the Ultimate arcade stick. This arcade stick is absolutely stunning. Like I said, it's surpassed everything that I could think of. It's funny because I don't actually like playing with arcade sticks other than on an actual arcade. However, I really love owning them, especially pretty ones like this. But look at that bad boy. This is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, this is great. I mean, there's only a few PlayStation 3 games that I would probably utilize with this. This game definitely will get played on this because this is a great game. And actually, this arcade stick is probably one of the best I've ever used on a sort of like consoleized arcade stick. I always find them like not quite great, but this has got like a shorter throw than a lot of other ones. I always find that like they usually have like a longer throw, and I'm not really a fan of that. I prefer like the smaller tighter movements that this has. So this is going to be great for playing the handful of shooters that are on the system. I think there's only one left. I need to get an import one, but yeah, that is definitely up there with my favorite pickup that I've got on this. So next up, PC Engine. And we've got some really cool stuff. I can't deny it. Like, I'm really loving all these, and I've been playing quite a few of them. Right, so first up, we've got the PC Engine Memories by PC Works. Now, I know a lot of people love these or hate these, mainly in the hate category, because these do repros that are pretty much one-to-one with like the games that are coming out. So they're pressed onto CD. So this is a collection of 3 games. And the reason why I got this is it's not that I'm trying to go for repros or anything, but 2 of the games are actually unreleased, so these are the only ways that you can get them. And the game in question is Rockman or Mega Man on the PC Engine. This is absolutely fantastic to own this. This is really cool. Big Mega Man fan. So like I say, it's the only way you can get it. And I think this is probably the one that I've really wanted to play the most. and it is Space Fantasy Zone. So what this is a fantasy zone that goes back to the Space Harrier style of gameplay. So obviously, well, not obviously, but if you do know your gaming, Space Harrier is set in the Fantasy Zone. However, the game Fantasy Zone, which is where it's based, is a different style game. It's more like a sort of Defender clone, but like a little bit more than that. This goes back and goes into the Space Harrier world with Opa Opa. Such a cool game. Such a shame that this never got released. I think this would have done really well. A lot of fans of Opa Opa. Yes, I think this was designed by Hudson Soft rather than Sega themselves. I think I'm not 100% of the whole sort of like story of it all, but the one that like is what probably like I'm not going to own this game any other way other than having this. However, I know a lot of people probably don't agree with owning it, and it is Sapphire. So I find it really strange that this comes in this collection because this is the only game that got released. However, well, not obviously, but if you know this game is a very expensive game. I think this is the most expensive PC Engine game that you can get. So really pleased to get this in some ways, but I mean, when you open the game, you realise sort of like why people don't like these repros, because look at this, they even repro the sort of like the registration card. It's got full colour manual, like they've all got full colour manuals in there, and the CD is 1-to-1. It's even a pressed disc. So you can see why people don't like it. However, they do put on is PCE Works. It's the only signifier. It's very small, and then on the manual itself it says PCE Works. So yeah, it comes with that. It also comes with the spine card, which is really, I mean, it's really cool. It's cool because now I can get to play this game. But yeah, it's a really nice package overall. It also came with another game that was in a cardboard sleeve, and I can't find it. And also came with a little like flyer for Space Fantasy Zone, which I actually put in a frame. So this is going up into the arcade room. So it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't like super expensive. It was on a sale, and it also came with this, although I do already have this. So if anyone needs this, let me know. I'm looking at you, Ed. Get your CD add-on. Space Fantasy Zone postcard, the catalogue of what you can buy from them, and this is really cool. The PC Engine's 35th anniversary. So this has kind of got like glitter on it on there. So yeah, it's 35 years since the PC Engine came out, which is October the 30th. So missed it by a couple of weeks, but we're honouring it now. So yeah, this game will never go into my collection of games. This will just sit in this box set for when I'm ready to play it and stuff like that. So it's never going to get mixed up, at least on my side. So yeah, really pleased with that. But we've got more. We've got more, plus a big box of PC Engine. So next up, just having a look at that sticker. I don't know if that's supposed to be there or not. Next up, I can't remember how you say this game. It's Barikarim Man. So what I believe this is a TV series or something in Japan. However, they use that TV series as a skin over Wonder Boy in Monster World. Hang on a second, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this is based on, well, this is just Wonder Boy. So if you remember all them years ago when I actually got a PC Engine, and then I got an Everdrive, I actually played it. This is like one of the first games I played on the PC Engine, and this is dirt cheap. This is probably cheaper than the actual Mega Drive version of it. I think I paid like 15 quid for this. So people say that like imports are expensive, PC Engine is expensive. It's really not. It's just got, I suppose, look around and not just buy the first thing that's on there, because there's a lot of sellers that just have games expensive, but if people things go to auctions and stuff, they're never super expensive. Well, some are, but next up, I got these from the same seller, and these are both games I actually own loose, but they're nice to have an upgrade to them, and yeah. So the first one is Tiger Road. Oh man, I love this game. Played it so much on the Amiga, it was terrible. It was really bad. Such a bad port. In fact, definitely the arcade is much better because it's got such a weird jumping mechanic. But I don't know what it was, but just the whole gameplay, the art style, really appealed to me, and it just made me want to go back and play more and more and more. And I don't think I ever beat it, even when Infinity continues on a trainer. But it's really cool, and it's always sort of like stuck with me. So yeah, I started when I started collecting PC Engine. I didn't want to go balls deep because I know what I'm like. Look at me. When I get into something, I really get into it hard. Um, so I just was like, oh, it's okay. I got some cheap Hue cards, really cheap ones. Um, and I was like, this will suffice. I can remember Das Cajones de Loro. He had like a little uh, business card holder full of like Hue cards, and I was like, that's such a cool idea. I thought that was really good, so I emulated it. It was really cool. But there's something you can't beat having the boxes, even though there's no artwork on the back. It's just such a simple package when you've got the Hue cards. I don't know what their idea was of not having any sort of clue what the games are, but yeah, that's just nice to upgrade. So I've got a couple of Hue. If anyone's looking to buy Hue cards, let me know. And this is another upgrade from just a loose Hue card to a game, and one that's like really random in price. It can be really expensive or it can be really cheap. Affordable. Uh, and fortunately, this was affordable, and it was Gunhead. Um, yeah, so people know this game as Blazing Lasers. So there we go, U card and the foam. So this is a really, really good shmup. Gunhead is an anime, I think it's like a film, manga maybe. I've never seen it. I don't know if there's a translated version of it or anything like that. It's not one that people really talk about other than being on the game. But yes, such a really good game. It's like it's one of them games that you can just give to someone who's interested in shooters, and they're going to have a whale of a time. It's like there's a lot going on the screen, especially for an 8-bit system like this. And it's difficult, but not too difficult. It's very approachable, especially the first two stages. I think anyone can get through the first two stages probably without dying, and then it gets a little bit harder and harder and harder, like all good shooters do. It just doesn't destroy you straight away. But yeah, this is a fantastic game. I'm sure a lot of people know it. Like I say, people probably know it as Blazing Lasers, which is the American name for it. But yeah, really glad to have finally got this. I know Big Game Al bought that once upon a time as well. Next up, oh, there's no Hue card in this one. That's because I was actually playing this game. And it is, I actually don't know what it's called. Something like Kid Dracula or Dracula Kid. But it is this game. I don't know what it's called. But basically, and I didn't know about this game until I saw it advertised just as a PC Engine game. So I was like, what is it? Did a bit of research. And it's a game that people more know on the Super Nintendo called Spike McFang, which is a top-down Zelda clone. And it's a game that I've wanted in the Super Famicom collection for a while. However, I didn't realise there was a game before it, which is this game, said game, and I think this only came out on the PC Engine. Don't think it came on the Famicom. And this is totally different style of gameplay. It's an action platformer. So yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I could have put a few more hours in it, but I kind of like run out of time. And yeah, really looking forward to going back and playing this. This is. I wish I could. I wish I wasn't as lazy as I am now, so I could put some like footage up here. But go look for this. Search Spike McFang for the PC Engine. This is a really, really cool game. Definitely recommend anyone to play this one. Next up, we've got a heavy hitter. I would say heavy-ish hitter, and it is the game that I can't pronounce. Rise Amber. Yeah, Rise Amber 3. So I got the second one fairly recently and really enjoyed that one. However, I kind of like looked at this one and it was, I thought, better looking, a lot better game. But yeah, Jesus Christ, this game is hard. So this comes with spine cartage. It's not a repro, at least I hope it's not. There is a lot of repros of this game on what do you call it, on eBay at the moment. So yeah, you got to be careful. You really have to be careful about getting these games. But yeah, if you can see here, the CD games actually have artwork on, which is really good. So yeah, this is sort of like got the R-Type style, HR Geiger-esque sort of visuals. And it even starts off very R-typey. In fact, the ship looks very R-typed, doesn't it? Very R-typey, where it starts off and you're going around a ship. Jesus Christ, I've only got past that first level once and it took me so long. This is a memory game. It really is. Like ships, you have to be in the right place at the right time to progress. And it is just making sure you remember where to put yourself, which is kind of cool, but like also not. It's not a very beginner friendly game, is it? When things are like that. That being said, I think it is a must for anyone's PC Engine collection. Such a cool game. Very expensive game, really, but good nonetheless. Good nonetheless. Next up, go from an expensive game to a cheap game. I think this was like less than 15 quid delivered, and it's one that this is probably the cheapest way to get this game. And is it the best? I actually not played it yet, so I don't know, but it is Pumping World, or other people might know it as Buster Brothers, or probably what most people watching this know it as is Pang. So yeah, this got a PC Engine CD release. Such a cool cover, like CD art on that one. And yeah, as you can see, this is Pang. I think this was the original name for Pang. So I mean, I guess you can't send Pumping World over to the UK because everyone will just call it the fart game. But yeah, I can't believe I've not got this in my collection. I love Pang. It's like one of my top games of most systems. So yeah, I'm really intrigued to see how this plays. To be honest, I don't think there is any bad versions of Pang. I think even the 8-bit micros are pretty good too. Can't see these, can you now? Never mind. We've got two more. In fact, we're not. we've got the worst two for the last. So we'll go to this one first. Again, this was really cheap. I think it was like 20 quid. P47, another HuCard release, and this is a shmup, horizontal shooter. Very basic. But do you know what? Sometimes I really enjoy them. Sometimes when it's like not too intensive thinking, and it's an okay game. It's not gonna blow anyone's socks off. But yeah, I think the first time I ever heard of this game was, I think it was at Blackpool, and I think Tootie picked this up at Blackpool, and I was like kind of intrigued by it because obviously I was very into shooters, and it's one that I don't think I ever saw before. So I don't think this got any other releases on consoles, but I might be wrong. It's not one that you really looking for necessarily, but if you're a PC Engine collector, this is great to have. So yeah, not much more to say on that one. But this next one, again, another Amiga game. I can't remember if it was called this or something else on the Amiga. I might be wrong, I can't remember. I think it is this name, and it is Super Squeak. So this is a tile-based game. I used to love like these games like this and Jumpin' Jackson. which is another Amiga game. Another Hue card release. Again, I think this was like 10 quid posted, or maybe like 11 something, because I think it was on bids. Yeah, I was really pleased to get this. Someone else picked this up recently as well. I think it was like the day that I bought this, they showed it. And I was like, oh yeah, cool. But yeah, if you can see, like you've got like tiles, and when you walk over them, they go a different color, and some send you in certain directions, some will disappear if you stand on them. Really cool little tactical game, and it's just like good just to piss away a little bit of time with. But yeah, that is what I've picked up recently. Like I say, I have actually got this box to open as well, which is full of import games from Japan. So this literally came through this morning, so I can't wait to open this. And I thought, what better way than actually doing it on video? So I will do this on the next one. So I'll upload this now, and then I'll do this later on in the week. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you didn't get too bored with some of these games, because some of them are very niche, but I find them really good. I think all of these are all killer, no filler. Even P47, that's probably the most filler title that's in here. But still, I don't know, pretty cool, innit? But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.